Hey guys, my name's Bennett Newsome, also known as DamnitBennett, and I'm the Esports Strategist here at Full Sail University. I'm so excited to announce officially that DXRacer has sponsored Full Sail Armada, our esports organization here at Full Sail University, to provide all of our gaming chairs for not only in the Fortress, but also in our practice facility. But enough of that, let's get to opening this box and checking out this brand new chair. So it says don't cut, but we're gonna be extra careful, I promise. And now we're done with the cutting. As we open up the box, our very first glimpse is gonna be of our base. So we're just gonna set this aside for now. We're gonna get rid of this foam, we don't need that. And here we get our first glimpse of our brand new custom chairs from DXRacer. We've got our neck pillow and lumbar support. We'll set this aside again. Here's our chair back looking incredible. This right here. Major component here so that we can recline. All of our other fancy parts. And finally, we've got our base of our chair. All right, now that we got that all out of the box, let's go ahead and start putting it together. We're gonna start with the back of the chair. And we're gonna see here that we already have some bolts into the chair. We need to take those out before we can get started. So we'll start here and loosen. Each one will loosen. We should be able to do them by hand after that. You wanna keep the nuts together because you'll need to put them on the outside of the chair once you attach it to the seat. So we got that side done. And now we're gonna do the same thing for this side. And then we should be able to just unscrew them by hand. All right, so now that you've gotten both sides of the screws off, you're gonna take the back of the chair and you're gonna align it with the seat. Basically, you wanna make sure that you get these two things lined up nicely so you can see the holes. And then we're just gonna kind of put the screws in first. And we'll just turn this here so you can see. Just kind of getting them in the hole so that they line up correctly and hold that place. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we'll turn this chair back around. You have to shift it a little bit to get it just right. And we'll grab our wrench again. And now we can actually tighten. You wanna make sure that you tighten these pretty tightly so that the back of the chair doesn't fall off at any point when you're gaming. I'll do the same for this side. The back of the chair is now on, and we're gonna go ahead and put on our casings. We're gonna take this piece and we'll snap on right in this hole here. Now once that's there, we're gonna take this little screw and we're gonna place it inside of this casing, and we're gonna use our smaller Allen wrench to tighten this one in. And then on top of that, we'll place this cap, and you can see there's another little divot here that will line up perfectly. So if you ever need to take it off, you can just pull, unscrew, and then pull this off completely. And we'll repeat that on this side as well. There we go. And same thing, we're gonna end it with placing the cap on this little area. So now that we've got this part of the chair built, we're gonna set it aside, and we're gonna bring in some guests to help me out with the base. So we'll bring over two Armada athletes, Yak and Pepto. They're gonna come help me out as we build the next part of the chair. So we're gonna grab the base, and we're gonna start by putting the wheels on the chair. There we go. All right, once the base is done, we're gonna grab our silver sticks here. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna take the hydraulic and the cover for the hydraulic, put it in, and we'll just set that there for now. And now that we've gotten this part of the chair built, we're gonna bring back our full chair. And this is where we're gonna unscrew some more bolts and then remove them by hand. Seems to be a little easier.
You can grab them.
Pepto's gonna grab them for us. The most important part is that you don't drop any of the nuts down into the chair. Oh, almost. All right, so now that we've removed the nuts and bolts from the bottom of the chair, we're gonna actually take this piece. This is so that the chair can rock back and forth. You wanna make sure that this part of the chair is in the front versus the back so that you can go backwards. So, Yak, if you wanna go ahead and just screw that in on that side. We'll do the same thing on this side. We'll just do it by hand. We're just doing this so that we can have it hold itself before we start actually tightening them in. Perfect. Now that we've got them in, now we're gonna actually tighten them. And you actually do want this to be very tight so that your chair stays together and that you don't fall out of it when there's some major action happening. And then before we put the base on, we're gonna grab these little flapper things here and make sure we get one on each side so that you can move the chair up and down. So the final part of this build is actually attaching the base to the chair. And to do so, you're just simply going to lift the chair up, slide it into the hole, and then you put it down. And then the best part, you gotta sit in it to test it out. Go ahead. Feel good?
Very nice.
There we go. There we go. The final piece of the setup is actually putting the lumbar support on and your neck pillow. So let's start with the neck pillow. On the back, you're gonna take this strap here, go through the top, and then attach it on the back side of the chair. And then you can kind of move it around so it gets the fit that you want. For the lumbar pillow, you're gonna wanna make sure that the seam is down here and you unhook each one. And then you'll pass these two through the holes. And you just wanna make sure that both of these are straight so that when you do connect it through the bottom, you don't have any twists.
Perfect.
You know, snap them in the back. Then you gotta sit. Pepto, why don't you take a seat?
Awesome. Just like perfect. Oh yeah.
So this is the final build of the chair. We're super excited to have DXRacer on board as a Full Sail Armada sponsor. Definitely excited for our players to get in these chairs as they're playing all of their matches online, as well as here in the Fortress. Definitely come check out an event in the near future, or tune in on twitch.tv/Full Sail Armada for more.